Did you want to talk a little bit about Jimmy's relationship with his brother and how the family dynamics were at play in Breaking Bad as well?
Peter and I realize we're kind of, we tried to do something very different when we got going with our spinoff with Better Call Saul. We didn't set out to yet again tell a story of devolution of a good man turning bad, and we just sort of fell into it nonetheless. But when we got going on it, we thought, well, we've already done that. We shouldn't do that again. We'll look like one-trick ponies. And indeed, I guess we are one-trick ponies because here we are doing it again. But there's something fascinating about that for us, I guess, and I'm not sure why that is. We'd probably need psychoanalysis for us to have an answer to that. But in the case of Jimmy McGill, he has a lot of pressure on him from his brother Chuck, who is his older brother. If you haven't seen the show, he's Jimmy, who's going to eventually become Saul Goodman, has a brilliant lawyer, older brother who's a brilliant lawyer named Charles McGill. And Charles is when you meet him, you sense that he loves his brother Jimmy, but he's very judgmental of him, and he's a bit holier than thou, and he's always talking to Jimmy. He's always pained by Jimmy's moral failings. And then you realize as the show progresses, he's actually very jealous of his brother. Not jealous of his intellect or anything, but just jealous on a very profoundly simple human level, jealous of the fact that his brother is beloved by people, that no matter how hard Chuck, works to please his mom and dad and the people around him by being brilliant and by excelling in his knowledge of the law and whatnot, his brother Jimmy can always walk in the room right behind him and make some goofy joke, and everybody's got their arms out and wants to hug him. Everybody loves this guy, and Chuck just can't compete with that, and it leads to a lot of issues on the show, and it's been really fascinating for us because, again, I have to stress, we didn't set out knowing we're going to tell that story, which sounds, I was joking a minute ago about how haphazard our process seems. It's actually, it is a bit haphazard, but it's one of the things I love about television as an art form is that, aside from the collaborative nature of it,